Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Game 1 here in the month of August between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. John Lieber is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one.
Little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Lots of kids here at the ballpark on their summer break. 94 degrees at first pitch. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys, because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there, because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Lieber is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
And here's Christian Yelich now. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there, as it just about came in and nailed him. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 26 home runs and 66 driven in. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. 2 out, nobody on. Slider laid off for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. Slice down the left side, but foul. The 2-2. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Hal retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Ben Sheets, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Stepping in, Rondell White. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
The first base.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First offering on its way. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
To the plate now, Sammy Sosa. Fouled off. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 23 for him thus far, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. So here's Starlin Castro, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate.
Starlin Castro.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's the ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Don't get a call on a pitch that good. You have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on. And
the 3-1 pitch. And here's a slider that misses below the knees. It's ball 4.
Batting 5th, the catcher, Omar.
Next from Milwaukee, Omar Narvaez. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Has a look. Now the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. In his career, Narvaez has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Hit on the ground to third. Gloved by Castro. There's one on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Coming to the plate now, Javier Baez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Shortstop, Javier Baez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
That's a ball.
2-0 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Now a swing and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And there's the first out.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano.
Stepping up to the plate, Alfonso Soriano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
In there, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinding out a nice one.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Here it comes, 1-0. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he struck him out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff
Batting
working
ninth,
for him these days.
the
Looking
center
back at his
fielder,
last start, he
Ian.
racked up 9 Ks. And now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. At the start of the day's action, they come in having issued the fewest walks in the league, while carrying around the best overall ERA as well. Talking with one coach earlier, he told me how much pride their pitchers take in attacking the zone. He said they all have dynamic stuff, and they have a lot of confidence that if they're just throwing a lot of strikes, the velocity, movement, and deception of their pitches will take care of the rest. Guys, it's a staff that will come right after you, but they don't think you can hit it either.
Corey.
Thank you, Heidi.
Hart.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Corey Hart is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2. 2-2 now.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. And with 1 away, we'll bring you a look at the current division standings, and you can see these guys have their work cut out for them if they want to make noise in the division. Now batting, Ricky Weeks. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball left side. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Into the box, J.J. Hardy. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike. No, that's down.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
3-0 now. Jeff Jenkins would be next if they can keep this inning alive. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Ready for another chance? Jeff Jenkins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
2 out with the man at first. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. The 1-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. A runner on first with 2 away. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Sliced hard on the ground. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight.
At the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Hernandez is exactly a .220 hitter, so he'll look to improve on that if he can a little bit here.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. The 3-2. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. He's set. The payoff pitch. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And standing in is the DH, Rondell White.
Rondell White.
First offering on its way. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. half come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball. So I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Rizzo.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
Striding in once again, Sammy Sosa. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
2-0 now.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
2 balls and a strike. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. In is Christian Yelich as we begin the top of the 4th.
The right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Happ is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now
so with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both of these guys will get it up to over 90, as you can see. 94 for one, 91 for the other. Digging in, Prince Fielder. He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
3-0 to him now. The pitch. He bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Into the box now, Richie Sexson, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-0 home is a fastball taken high for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Three and two, full count. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Count still full, 3-2. Full count, here it comes. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A solo shot here to left, 6th home run on the season for him, and the Brewers have come back to tie things at 1.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Now batting, the catcher.
So now to the plate, Omar Narvaez, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This one's down to third. Castro's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Brewers tie things up thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Starlin Castro. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Starlin Castro.
Now the pitch. The 1-0. Scorched to third. Reined in. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. One away.
Now batting, the catcher, Todd Hundley.
Striding into the box, Todd Hundley. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side. Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there.
Number
That's
9.
6 to this point.
Shortstop,
So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
And that brings up Javi Baez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He popped out in his first trip. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Misses, ball 2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
The center fielder.
Thank you, Heidi.
Hart.
Here's the first pitch to him. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next from Milwaukee, the second baseman, Ricky Weeks.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ricky Weeks. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
and he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good-looking swing.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll dive back in safely. Standing in now, J.J. Hardy, as he'll take a look at ball one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. On its way is pitch number 75.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. One out and a runner on second base. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Soriano backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The left fielder, number 5, Jeff Jenkins.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jeff Jenkins. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Ready with the 1-0.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And there's a base hit on the line. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The third baseman.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A ball and no strikes.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2-1 after the foul ball there. 2 out here and a runner at second. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning will continue. The relay. Throw to second, and he's out. But 1 run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Brewers lead this one 3-1. So digging in now, Alfonso Soriano will
Leading off
get his
for
side
the
started
Cubs.
in the inning. And Dan,
The
so
second
far
baseman,
they've been stifled
Alfonso
offensively since the first
Soriano.
inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Here it comes. The bouncer to the left side. And that's the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So striding forward now, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
I think we're starting
The
to see
center
the
fielder,
frustration
number
mount
8.
from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
To the plate now, Ian Happ. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Looking at his career totals, Happ enters the day with a slugging percentage in the 460s, a number he can be proud of. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Happ with a 2-1 count now. The 2-1 home. And right into the shift. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
At the plate now, Prince Fielder. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Pitch on the way.
Whoa, that pitch is out.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Richie.
Now at the plate, Richie Sexson. First offering on its way. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 0-1. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
In order to play at this level, you got to have unbelievable hand-eye coordination. And that pitch wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to get perfect wood on that baseball.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Alec Mills takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Alec Mills.
Into the box now, Omar Narvaez, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So now to the plate, Corey Hart, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. The 2-1. Fouled away. set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Brewers strand a couple, and it's still 3-1. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Rondell White. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead of the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Anthony Rizzo is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Standing in now, Sammy Sosa. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back. Two balls and a strike.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Here's Starlin Castro. A ball and no strikes. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
2 out with the man at first. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
The 1-1 is strike two swinging.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
A runner on first with 2 away. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left. Digging in one.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Tom Gordon is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Gordon.
Now here's the pitch.
No, inside.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, J.J. Hardy as he beats the first pitch into the ground to the left.
Play ball.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Jimmy Nelson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jimmy Nelson.
First offering on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. High fly ball out to deep right field. Yelich going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Fielder has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman,
The next Cub up, Alfonso Soriano. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They still trail it here 3-1.
Your attention, please. Now
so a new pitcher set to take over now, and here he is, the fireballing left-hander Aroldis Chapman. In there, no balls and a strike. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Rondell White. No balls and a strike to count.
White.
Plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Now batting.
Play ball. Lead now.
Leading off for the Cubs,
Josh Hader is
the
the
right
man
fielder.
called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Brewers, number 71. Josh.
First offering on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Hader has tossed over 30 innings so far this season. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately.
Now
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Sammy Sosa is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. To the plate now, Starlin Castro, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Starlin Castro becomes out number 2 this inning.
Hundley.
In now, Todd Hundley, as he'll go after the first pitch to him. The 0-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the